Hi, everybody. Welcome to the live stream. I'm Tom Grant, and I'm very fortunate tonight to have a dear friend of mine. We started working together maybe 15 years ago, and she does these wonderful songs from Brazil, and we're going to do a bunch of those tonight. And I'm really looking forward to it. I'm so glad that she was able to join me tonight. And so, Nancy, if you could make your way to the stage. I'm going to bring up Nancy Curtin right now. Big round of applause. Yay. Hi, Nancy. And are you going to, do you want to wear headphones? Yes. I guess that's how we, yes. So we're going to do some songs from Brazil, and the first one, you can tell, you want to talk about it a little bit or a lot or not? Can you say that again? Oh, do you want to talk about the song?
I will. Okay, so it's great to be here with you too. And so we're going to start with a classic song by Antonio Carlos Jobim and Vinicius G. Moraes. I'll be mentioning that dynamic duo as we go along with other songs. So this was composed in 1958 for the film Black Orpheus, and it was one of those songs that introduced bossa nova to the world. It's A Felicidade, which means happiness.
Cool.
Triste não tem fim, felicidade sim. A felicidade como a pluma que vento vai levando pelo ar. Voa tão leve, mas tem a vida breve. Precisa que haja vento sem parar. A felicidade do pobre parece a grande ilusão do carnaval. A gente trabalha o ano inteiro por um momento de sonho pra fazer a fantasia de rei ou de pirata ou jardineira, e tudo se acaba na quarta-feira. Felicidade do pobre parece a grande ilusão do carnaval. A gente trabalha o ano inteiro por um momento de sonho pra fazer a fantasia de rei ou de pirata ou jardineira, e tudo se acaba na quarta-feira.
Beautiful. Nancy Curtin, everybody. Nancy Curtin.
Everybody. Okay, we're going to do now a happy little song that we recorded a few years ago. It's called Little Boat. It's one of those songs that is really a classic. Of course, the original words are in Portuguese, and then people came along and wrote lyrics in English. So it's composed by Roberto Menescal, and it's My Little Boat.
My little boat.
My little boat is like a note bouncing merrily along here. It's splashing up a song. The sails are white, the sky is bright, heading out into the blue with a crew of only two, where we could share love's salty air on a little paradise that's afloat. Not a care have we in our little boat. The wind is still, we feel the thrill of a voyage heaven bound, though we only drift around. Warmed by the sun, two hearts as one, beating with enchanted bliss, melting in each other's kiss. When daylight ends and slyly sends little stars that twinkle brightly above, it's goodbye to my little boat of love. My little boat is like a note bouncing merrily along here. It's splashing up a song. The sails are bright, the sun is bright, heading out into the blue with a crew of only two, where we could share love's salty air on a little paradise that's afloat. Not a care have we in our little boat. The wind is still, we feel the thrill of a voyage heaven bound, though we only drift around. Warmed by the sun, two hearts as one, beating with enchanted bliss, melting in each other's kiss. When daylight ends and slyly sends little stars that twinkle brightly above, it's goodbye to my little boat of love. It's goodbye to my little boat of love. Little boat.
Ooh, that was very pretty, Nancy.
Thank you, Tom.
I like the way you looked up in the stars when you were singing about it.
These songs just make you wish that summer would go on forever.
Forever,
when you're out
right.
on that boat in the sun and all.
That was very, very lovely.
Oh.
And I wanted
Thank
to
you.
Where is
say
that
it was
voice
so,
coming
so
from?
great to have you here.
I'd like to turn the show over to my publicist, friend, and colleague for life, Rachel Mortensen.
Standing in tonight, or sitting in tonight, socially distanced, of course. So, we actually, Nancy, we have someone who's tuning in from La Paz, Bolivia tonight.
Wow.
So
Well,
the bordering
welcome.
country of Brazil. So we do have someone watching from down there. So they're enjoying and even translating some of
That's
the music.
exciting.
So yeah, it's pretty great.
Cool.
So it's great to have you all with us. And as always, if you are tuning in on YouTube or Facebook, if you'd like to share the stream, you can invite friends that way and just click the share button and have your friends and family join us. They can always catch the replay too, because it lasts online way after the show is over. So please do that. And thanks for joining us. Thanks for tuning in during these still crazy times.
And we might mention also that if you're enjoying the show and want to help out the whole project here, you can go to PayPal and Venmo and wherever else and make a visit to our tip jar. I hate to be crass, but
Absolutely.
we'd like to let people know about that.
If you'd like to contribute to Lily's college fund or Tom's college fund, the Venmo and the PayPal information is right there on the screen. So thanks for doing that.
I have to go through that mess again? College? Oh, my God.
Yeah, grad school this time.
Oh, okay. That's better.
Excellent.
So what would you like to do, Nancy?
Okay. This next song, could I have just a little more in the headphones? My vocal? Yeah, thanks. This is called Ucantador, The Singer. It's a beautiful song by Dori Caymmi and Nelson Mota. And it's a song about life, the ups and downs, and it's saying the singer sings the world she sees and all these different emotions and things that we go through. So it's expressing that. Amanhã se preciso ir, meu caminho é sem volta e sem ninguém. Eu vou pra onde estrada levar, cantador, só sei cantar. Eu canto a dor, canto a vida e a morte, canto amor. Canto a dor, canto a vida e a morte, canto amor. Cantador não escolhe o seu cantar, canto o mundo que vê, e pro mundo que vi meu canto é dor, mas é forte pra espantar a morte, pra todos ouvirem minha voz, mesmo longe. De que serve meu canto se em meu peito há um amor que não morreu? Ah, se eu soubesse ao menos chorar, cantador, só sei cantar. De uma vida perdida sem amor. Eu canto a dor de uma vida perdida sem amor. Amanhã se preciso ir, meu caminho é sem volta e sem ninguém. Eu vou pra onde estrada levar, cantador, só sei cantar. Eu canto a dor, canto a vida e a morte, canto amor. Canto a vida e a morte, canto amor. That was beautiful, Tom.
Oh, thank you. That was sung beautifully.
Thank you.
That's a very touching
We're
song.
just going to go on like this all night.
Of course we are.
You're beautiful. No, you're beautiful.
No, you're more beautiful.
I don't know with that haircut. He got his hair cut.
Yeah, really short.
Yeah.
Well,
looks
compared to
great.
yeah. Oh, thank you.
And as he said, he didn't just get one haircut. He
I
them
got
all.
several haircuts.
Yeah.
Several hairs were cut.
Mhm.
And Nancy, you look beautiful.
Stop.
Okay.
Okay. So
Enough.
now we're going to do a really fun song, Waters of March, one
Sure.
of our favorites.
Do you remember where our
Excuse me.
first gig was?
Oh, our first gig.
Either do I think about it. Think about it.
I can just say something. You won't know. No
I
one will
wouldn't
know.
know.
Okay, I'll think.
Okay.
So this song is by Antonio Carlos Jobim. He wrote the Portuguese and the English lyrics. And in Rio, where he was living, in March, it's a very rainy month. So this song is kind of like the water coming down and all these little objects rushing along in its path. So that's sort of the imagery of this stream of consciousness. But when he wrote the English lyrics, in the northern hemisphere, March is the beginning of spring. In Brazil, it's the beginning of fall.
Right.
So he changed the lyrics to reflect more of it's spring, a promise and life. And so that's the story there.
Cool.
Yeah.
I never knew that.
A stick, a stone, it's the end of the road. It's the rest of the stump, it's a little alone. It's a sliver of glass, it is life, it's the sun, it is night, it is death. It's a trap, it's a gun. The oak when it blooms, the fox in the brush, the knot in the wood, the song of a thrush. The wood of the wind, a cliff, a fall, a scratch, a lump, it is nothing at all. It's the wind blowing free, it's the end of the slope. It's a beam, it's a void, it's a hunch, it's a hope. And the riverbank talks of the waters of March. It's the promise of love, it's the joy in your heart. The foot, the ground, the flesh and the bone. The beat of the road, a slingshot stone, a fish, a flash, a silvery glow, a fight, a bet, the range of a bow. The bed of the well, the end of the line, the dismay in the face, it's a loss, it's a find. A spear, a spike, a point, a nail, a drip, a drop, the end of the tail. A truckload of bricks in the soft morning light, the shot of a gun in the dead of night. A mile, a must, a thrust, a bump. It's a girl, it's a rhyme, it's a cold, it's the mumps. The plan of the house, the body in bed, and the car that got stuck. It's the mud, it's the mud. Afloat, adrift, a flight, a wing, a hawk, a quail, the promise of spring. And the riverbank talks of the waters of March. It's the promise of love, it's the joy in your heart. The foot, the ground, the flesh and the bone, the beat of the road, a slingshot stone, a fish, a flash, a silvery glow, a fight, a bet, the range of a bow, the bed of the well, the end of the line, the dismay in the face. It's a loss, it's a find. A spear, a spike, a point, a nail, a drip, a drop, the end of the tail. A truckload of bricks in the soft morning light. The shot of a gun in the dead of night. A mile, a must, a thrust, a bump. It's a girl, it's a rhyme, it's a cold, it's the mumps. The plan of the house, the body in bed, and the car that got stuck. It's the mud, it's the mud. Afloat, adrift, a flight, a wing, a hawk, a quail, the promise of spring. And the riverbank talks of the waters of March. It's the promise of love. It's the joy in your heart, in your heart.
I'm glad you explained that song,
Yeah.
because I always wondered, what is it? I know it's kind of stream of consciousness, but
Yeah,
it's a cool
there's a lot to
song.
it. If anybody wants to look it up and read, there's a lot that's been written about that song and the story behind it.
So here's one called Agua, beber, and I get to sing a little bit in Portuguese.
Another Jobim and Vinicius de Moraes song says, I was afraid to love, but then I just went ahead and did it anyway.
Perfect.
Tutai, pupai ratun tai ratun tutai, pupari ratun tai ratun tutai, parutai arutai, ratun tutai, pupai ratun tai ratun tutai, tutari ratun tai ratun tutai, tarutai arutai. Eu quis amar, mas tive medo e quis salvar meu coração, mas do amor sabe segredo. O medo pode matar o seu coração. Água de beber, água de beber, camará. Água de beber, água de beber, camará. Eu nunca fiz coisa tão certa. Entrei pra escola do perdão. A minha casa vive aberta. Abre todas as portas do coração. Água de beber, água de beber, camará. Água de beber, água de beber, camará. Eu nunca fiz coisa tão certa. Entrei pra escola do perdão. A minha casa vive aberta. Abri todas as portas do coração. Água de beber, água de beber, camarada. Água de beber, água de beber, camarada. Água de beber, água de beber, camarada. Água de beber, água de beber, camarada, camarada,
In case you just came in, this is Nancy Curtin singing these lovely songs.
Yes. Thank you, Nancy. And wanted to remind you guys, speaking of spreading joy and love, if you would like to put 20 bucks into the tip jar, virtual tip jar, there is a raffle. There will be a raffle tonight. And we are giving away a charcuterie platter and tasting for 4 at Chehalem. So Chehalem Wineries down in Newburgh, right in the middle of wine country. It's quite lovely. It's a great little tasting room downtown. And 20 bucks will get you entered into the raffle to win. So please feel free. And thank you all for tuning in.
Thank you, Rachel. Yes, that's a wonderful opportunity. And check it out. Nancy, where are we here?
Okay, we're in
Corcovado.
Corcovado. We're still in
Corcovado
Rio.
land. Yeah.
And another Jobim song. Let's see.
I think I recorded this also on one of my records.
I bet you did. You've done a lot of Brazilian tunes.
And somebody asked me to tell people that I have 30 albums. Actually, 30. Now I found out that there's another one that I didn't know about. On the the Polygram label that I was on snuck this one out into the world. It's called, what is it called? Midnight Groove, I think. Yeah. Anyway, but
Wow.
so I have 31 albums in my career. Check it
That's
out.
a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Let's go get them all, everybody. We need to have them all.
Yes, you need more Tom Grant records.
Well, you do.
Rachel, were you going to say something?
Say that someone did actually put in a request for Puzzle of the Hearts, and I wasn't sure if that was on Sergio
Oh,
Mendes.
Puzzle of Hearts by Javan. Well, we don't do that. That's a
I
great
wasn't
song.
Sure.
I think that's the one they probably mean.
Sure.
Yeah.
But don't be shy. You can request
Yeah,
anything.
Sorry, yeah.
You can request something from one of my 30, or is it 31, albums, or not.
Well, you recorded Manhã de Carnaval. You could do that.
Ah. Sing to this. Do you do that? No. You don't sing it?
But you
okay,
do.
I'll do it. I'll do
Later.
it when we take
Okay.
a little break. What's up next is...
Oh,
Oh, yeah, that's where I got started with this. Corcovado, I did record it, but I think it's just an instrumental version.
But now we're going to hear you sing it.
Well, you're going to sing
Well,
it.
and then you're going to...
I'll join in at some
and
point.
Okay. Let's see.
See.
Cantinho, violão, esse amor, uma canção pra fazer feliz a quem se ama. muita calma pra pensar e ter tempo pra sonhar. Da janela vê-se o corcovado redentor. Que lindo, quero a vida sempre assim, com você perto de mim, até o apagar da velha chama. E eu que era triste, descrente desse mundo, ao encontrar você eu conheci o que é felicidade, meu amor.
Quiet nights of quiet stars, quiet chords from my guitar, floating on a silence that surrounds us. Quiet thoughts and quiet dreams, quiet walks by quiet streams, and a window looking on the mountains and the sea. How lovely. This is where I want to be, here with you, so close to me, until the final flicker of life's ember. I who was lost and lonely, believing life was only a bitter tragic joke I found with you. The meaning of existence, oh my love.
This is where I want to be, here with you, so close to me, until the final flicker of life's embers. I who was lost and lonely, believing life was only a bitter tragic joke I found with you. The meaning of existence, oh my love, my love, oh my love, oh my love, oh my love. nice tongue.
Thank you. Got a little lost in there.
Lost and lonely,
I was
believing life was only
Yeah,
a bitter
a
tragic
bit,
joke.
yeah, really. So many of these songs are so sad, you know.
I know. Beautiful and
Beautiful and
yeah.
sad.
yeah.
So,
So
oh, yeah, okay. Nancy Curtin, everybody. She's wonderful, and she is coming back, and she's going to take a short break right now. And I'm going to check the request lines. Rachel, do we have anything that
We
I
we do
know. Yeah.
we do have the request line open. I will scroll through and see what we've got.
Okay.
I know that we do have some very good news, which is if you missed the announcement a few minutes ago, we are giving away in our raffle. We are giving away a $100 gift certificate tonight for a $20 entry, $20 donation to the tip jar. You could be eligible to win a raffle to a tasting for four at Chehalem. Chehalem Winery is located in Newburgh. It'll be a tasting for four with a wonderful charcuterie platter. It's a great little spot in Newburgh if you haven't been out there. So all the information's on your screen for Venmo and PayPal. And I'm scrolling through for, I know someone requested Fantasy, but that, I think you knew.
I think I do. This was, of course, recorded by Earth, Wind, and Fire. I think they
Yes.
wrote it. Let's see. my favorite Earth, Wind, and Fire songs. It has that beautiful vocal riff. I usually try to incorporate it in my solos. I forget the name of the singer, the fantastic singer. They had two really great singers. Anyway. So I'm going to play an original tune that I dedicate to my mother. Her name was Celia, and this is her song. It's called Celia.
That was beautiful, beautiful. Thank you, Tom.
Thank you,
That was
Rachel.
Celia, for those of you who know the song. We do have a very special request from your friend Mike Cantrell in Seattle. And it's Outer Planets, which may or may not be involved in a project you have coming up.
It is. I've recorded it at least one time. I think I might have already recorded it twice, but I am putting it on my next record. That will be the third time. Anyway, it's a song called Outer Planets. Ever since I had this great physics teacher at the University of Oregon named Edwin Ebbinghausen, who was also an astronomer, and he set up a observatory in Central Oregon. And anyway, he was quite a character. Actually, he had Carl Sagan come to our class, and so I got into the whole concept of planets and stellar systems and solar systems and all that stuff. So that's the title of this song, is Outer Planets. Watch for it on my next record. That's the only key that you can do that. This glissando, it sounds so good. Except my friend, the engineer, Doug Durbrow, who is working with me on my next record. He says, yeah, well, he just does it. And then he'll record it and put that in any key that he wants. So, dang. Smart guy. I would like to bring up our wonderful singer for tonight. Let's hear it for... I'm so used to playing in front of audiences. Let's hear it for Nancy Curtin. Oh, yeah. Nancy, what are we doing?
It was beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Nancy.
I just want to say I've always been so happy to work with Tom Grant. He has the soul of the bossa nova in him, and just always been such a joy.
Oh,
So
thank
we're gonna do another classic. This is Triste, and another Jobim song, and it goes like this. Triste vive na solidão, na dor cruel de uma paixão. Triste saber que ninguém pode viver de ilusão, e nunca vai ser, nunca vai dar. O sonhador tem que acordar. Tua beleza é um avião demais para um pobre coração que para te ver passar só pra me maltratar. Triste é viver na solidão. Sad is to live in solitude, far from your tranquil altitude. Sad is to know that no one ever can live on a dream. It never can be, will never be. Dreamer, awake, wake up and see. Your beauty is an aeroplane, so high my heart cannot attain. A heart that stops when you pass by, only to cause me pain. Sad is to live in solitude.
See, we ended it on a major chord instead of a minor chord.
So that makes it a happy song.
Makes it a little bit happier. Triste means what?
Sad.
Yeah, sad. Okay.
Not in our
Bossa.
world.
Tell us, if you would, what drew you to bossa nova? What is that so much
Oh,
a part of your
you know,
career?
just the songs. I just started listening to them and lots of different singers, and I just was blown away by how many beautiful and interesting songs there are. The harmonies, the melodies are, just beautiful and kind of complex, but then fun and rhythmic. The rhythms.
Yes.
Yeah.
The rhythms were a big part of it for me. And it didn't really, I don't think it hit the States until maybe the late 50s, early 60s. And jazz musicians really pounced on that rhythmical feel, which is, and then there's a little thing that the drummers are supposed to do with the cross stick. Let's see if I can see. Anyway, it's a lot of fun, and we would make anything into a bossa nova,
Yeah.
So, because you just have to add the rhythm.
Do you speak Portuguese?
A little bit.
A little bit.
I've studied the language a lot and just worked on it a lot over the years, and very familiar with it, and translate the songs and so on. So it's a beautiful language to sing in.
It's beautiful to hear, even though I have no idea what you're saying.
Yeah. Oh. Okay. Well, so this one is in English. It's Photographia, photograph.
Give me a count.
You and I, we two, alone here on this terrace by the sea. The sun is going down, and in your eyes I see the changing colors of the sea. It's time for you to go, the day is done, and shadows stretch their arms to bring the night. The sun falls in the sea, and down below a window light we see, just you and me. You and I, we two, alone in this cafe with dimming lights. A full and rising moon comes from the sea, and soon the bar will close for you and me. But there will always be a song to tell, a story you and I cannot dismiss. That same old simple story of desire, and suddenly that kiss, that kiss. You and I, we two, alone in this cafe with dimming lights. A full and rising moon comes from the sea, and soon the bar will close for you and me. But there will always be a song to tell, a story you and I cannot dismiss. That same old simple story of desire, and suddenly that kiss, that kiss, that kiss, that kiss.
And now I'll let you introduce this next song, Nancy.
Okay.
And I may add something to it. I don't know.
You know, I think once people hear this, it's going to catch on. It's going
You
to
think?
become a big hit. Yeah, it's
Ah.
just so catchy and
Huh.
yeah. Let's not tell them anything. Que coisa mais linda, mais cheia de graça. Ela é menina que vem, que passa, num doce balanço, caminho do mar. Moça do corpo dourado do sol de Ipanema, o céu balançado é mais que o poema, e a coisa mais linda que eu já vi passar. Porque estou tão sozinho. Porque tudo é tão triste. A beleza que existe. A beleza que não é só minha, que também passa sozinha. Se ela soubesse que quando ela passa, o mundo sorrindo se enche de graça e fica mais linda por causa do amor.
Tall and young and lovely, the girl from Ipanema goes on walking, and when she passes, each one she passes goes When she walks, it's like a samba. She sways so cool and always so gentle that when she passes, each one she passes goes Oh, but I watch her so sadly. How can I tell her I love her? Yes, I will give my heart gladly. But each day when she walks to the sea, she looks straight ahead, not at me. Tall, tan, and young and lovely, the girl from Ipanema goes on walking, and when she passes, she smiles but just doesn't see.
Porque estou tão sozinho. Porque tudo é tão triste. A beleza que existe. A beleza que não é só minha, que também passa sozinha. Se ela soubesse que quando ela passa, o mundo sorrindo se enche de graça e fica mais linda por causa do amor. Por causa do amor.
She doesn't see me
Por causa do amor.
because of love.
Por causa do amor.
Oh, por causa do amor.
That's
bellissima.
terrific. Sounds great, you guys. And while we are listening to Nancy Curtin, thank you again so much for being here tonight. It's just
I want to thank all of you, everybody, for putting on this show. It's fantastic. Thank you so much, and to
we
Classic
have the
Pianos.
easy part. No, it's great. And we do want to remind you that we are going to keep doing these live streams about once a month from Classic Pianos, and until we are out of this. And also we understand that there are people from all over the world that watch this that might not get to hear Tom and his guests if we didn't do these live streams. So it's been one of the silver linings for sure during COVID. We've got folks right now that are online from Ecuador and Bolivia and Moscow. Our good friend Stanis comes every week from Moscow.
Is he here tonight?
He is here tonight. I don't think he's missed a show
Yeah,
in 18 months.
he's great.
So we want to thank everyone for being here and for contributing when you can, and really mostly just for being part of the music. So, and thank you, Nancy, for being here.
We're still on. We're going to do...
And we're still here.
Yeah, we're still here. Here's a song. Well, I'll let you introduce it.
Okay. Another great Jobim song. These lyrics are by Ray Gilbert, who wrote a lot of the English lyrics for these songs, and it's called Jean G. It's another lovely love song. Sky so vast is the sky, with faraway clouds just wandering by. Where do they go? Oh, I don't know, don't know. Wind that speaks to the trees, telling stories no one believes. Stories of love belong to you and me. Oh, Jean G, if I only had words, I would say all the beautiful things that I see when you're with me. Oh, my Jean G. Oh, Jean G, like the song of the wind in the trees, that's how my heart is singing, Jean G. Happy Jean G, when you're with me. I love you more each day, yes I do, yes I do. I'd let you go away if you take me with you. Don't you know, Jean G, I'll be running and searching for you like a river that can't find the sea. That would be me without you, my Jean G. I love you more each day, yes I do, yes I do. I'd let you go away if you take me with you. Don't you know, Jean G, I'll be running and searching for you like a river that can't find the sea. That would be me without you, my Jean G. Without you, my Jean G. Jean G.
So we're going to do another song that was a hit, worldwide hit. Besides Ipanema.
Yeah, it's been recorded by a lot of people. It's Mashkinada by Georgie Benjor. And it's kind of saying, no way, don't complain. Just, let me get into the samba. It's all about the love of the dance and the samba.
Opa, opa, opa. Opa, opa, opa.
Mas que nada, sai da minha frente que eu quero passar. Pois o samba está animado. O que eu quero é samba. Este samba que misto de maracatu. É samba de preto velho, samba de preto tu. Mas que nada, o samba como esse tá legal. Você não vai querer que eu chegue no final. Oba, oba, oba. Oba, oba, oba. Mas que nada, sai da minha frente que eu quero passar. Pois o samba está animado. O que eu quero é samba. Samba de preto velho, samba de preto tu. Mas que nada, o samba como esse tá legal. Você não vai querer que eu chegue no final. Oba, oba, oba. This has been a lot of fun. I hope you guys have enjoyed it as much as we have. We got one more. Do we have time?
You got time for one more and
Yeah.
And
Another samba celebration song.
Yeah.
So danzo samba, so danzo samba. Vai, 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 vai. So danzo samba, so danzo samba. Vai. So danzo samba, so danzo samba. Vai, 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 vai. So danzo samba, so danzo samba. Vai. Já dancei a twist, já tem demais.
Mas não sei, me cansei do calypso a cha-cha-cha.
So danço samba, so danço samba.
Vai, 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 vai.
So danço samba, so danço samba. Vai.
Twist já tens demais. Mas não sei, me cansei do calypso a cha-cha-cha. So danço samba, so danço samba. Vai, 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 vai. So danço samba, so danço samba. Vai. So danço samba, so danço samba. Vai, 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 vai. So danço samba, so danço samba. Vai. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, everybody. Thank you, Nancy Curtin.
Thank you, Tom.